Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kalita Miller. I am the owner and creative director of Worship with Flags. If this is your first time here, we would love for you to be a part of the community. If you could hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you're alerted the next time we drop a new video. If this is not your first time here, then welcome back. We are so grateful that you decided to hit that subscribe button and be a part of the community. Today, we are talking all about fiberglass rods slash flexi rods, however you want to call it. So we're going to go over 3 different sizes. We're going to discuss the best fabrics to use with each of these sizes, give some suggestions based off what we've used, and just share where you can, the ones that we have available for purchase. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So if you are a flag maker who are interested in learning more about fiberglass rods, thinking about possibly considering using them in your flags, then this video is for you. If you are a worshiper who maybe you have a good variety of flags that have wooden dowels and you're interested in switching them out, then this video is for you. If you're not quite sure on what thickness you should get, this video is for you. So overall, this video can help anybody, even if you wanted to purchase a couple and try them out. This will give you a better idea on which thickness you should purchase based off of what effect that you're trying to get, okay? So the 3 different sides that we're talking about today is the 0.98, which is the smallest, the thinnest, and then the thinnest that we use in our worship flags. Then we're going to talk about the 0.125, and then we're also going to talk about the third size, which is 0.156. So the 0.156 is a newer size, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So I wanted to also say that, of course, fiberglass rods come in both black and white, all the same thing. I started out with black fiberglass rods because that's all I knew. And then as in ordering them, I realized that they sold the white too. And it was like, okay, you know, the fiberglass, when you touch them, you get a little splinters and stuff. But what I realized with the white is you still get the splinters, but it's less, it's not as sharp. So I just switched to the white just because it has a coating over them that kind of helps me where when I'm touching them, it's not as many splinters as it is with the black. But of course, black or white, they're all the same, so don't get confused like, oh, if they're not black, then they're not fiberglass. They just come in 2 different colors. But we're currently selling and using the white ones just because, like I said, because of the splinters. It's just, it's better for us that we don't have that feeling. And I don't want to have to use gloves every time. So let's start with the 0.98. So the 0.98 is the thinnest that we use. This will give you the most flex, but the thing about the 0.98 is they are good for the lighter fabric. They won't do too well for like multi-layer fabrics. They won't do good with really long flags, and they won't be the best for like heavier fabrics like taffeta. So for the 0.98, you'll mainly see these on a lot of the silk flags. They use this because they're very lightweight. We currently use them on a lot of our medium flags for like our organza and poly silk because those are lighter. We also use them on a couple of large flags, but only a couple. We use them on our large shimmer flags. We use them on our large regular lame, and then we also use them on our iridescent flags. But other than that, that's all that we use, the 0.98. So as you can see, the 0.98 is the most flexible. So I'm going to do this for all of them so that you can see the difference. So this gives you the most flex, but because it bends so much, if you have a lot of weight, then your flag will start to be like this without you even moving, and it'll give you more resistance when you're worshiping. So it's important to know the different thicknesses that you need based off the style of flag, the fabric you're using, and all of those things is very important. So one thing I wanted to say also, when you use fiberglass rods, you have to purchase the caps separate. So the caps on the fiberglass, that helps that when you put them inside of the flag, you don't have to worry about the tip of them over time kind of cutting through the fabric. So this is kind of like a protection. So when we sell them on our site, we sell them with the caps on them. So you won't have to worry about if you purchase some, then it's like, oh, where do I get the caps? So we sell it with the caps. So see, these are just the caps that come on it. So these are the 0.98. So again, these are perfect for lighter weight fabric, the silks. They are good for organza and like the medium size, the smaller sizes. They're good for the poly and the smaller sizes, and some of the very, very lightweight fabric, okay? So we'll put that to the side. That's the 0.98. Next up, we have the 0.125. So the 0.125 would be your more sturdier fiberglass. Still has very good flex, much more flex. Then of course if you were using an acrylic or a wood dowel, so you still get the flex, it's just not as flexible. So these are good for double layer flags. These are good for your larger flags. So we use them on our large and our extra large. So they're really good for your extra large flags. We've been using them on our extra large flags. So anything over like medium, or if the weight, you start to put multiple fabrics together, these are good. So these still can bend like the 0.98. It's just a little bit more resistance, as you can see. But you still can travel with them. It's just a little bit thicker. So, but still flexible. But you get that thickness that you need, so that when you have the multi-layer, whereas the thinner one was like this, it'd be more of a firmer with the weight of the fabric. So this is really good for double layer and all of your large and extra large, your larger flags that you use. This is perfect. And again, also same thing with the end caps to protect your fabric. So if I put the two together, it's really hard to see with the camera, but maybe you could see the difference of the two. Like this is the thinner one here, and then this is a thicker one. So, but I can get them both to bend the same. It's just a little bit more resistance with the thicker one. So again, the thicker one is good for your double layer and your heavier fabrics outside of the medium size. So you can use this on any organza. You can use these on poly silks. We use these on our metallic ultra lamaze, and then this is the rod that we use on all our extra large and up flags, because it's perfect. You don't have as much resistance. Okay, so the next size we wanted to talk about is the 0.156. Now this is a new size for us. So I purchased this because I wanted something a little bit thicker to use on our triple layer flags, because on the triple layer flags, we're now talking about 3 layers of fabric. Although our triple layer fabrics is just mainly either poly silk and organza together, or either lame and organza together, just because it's those 3 layers, it just makes it heavier. So we just wanted something that wasn't going to kind of sag as much with the flag. So this is new again, and I think we're only going to use these on our triple layer. So we don't have this size on our website. We're trying these out. But if you were somebody that's already using fiberglass, you're like, hey, I need something just a little bit thicker, but I could also still get that flex, then this would be perfect. So these, I would suggest if you're a flag maker and you use fabric like taffeta, like you would need something like this. Or if you have some of the older flags that are just like heavier, because it was, when flags first came out, a lot of other materials were a little bit heavier. So if you have really heavy fabric, then this would be good, because you can still get that flex, but then you don't get as much resistance, because when the fabric is heavy, it weighs the fiberglass down. So as you're trying to move, it's kind of like pulling, because it's so flexible. There's a such thing as too flexible for the fabric. So these are the 0.156. So look, you see the difference? So these are much tighter. If I push, I could get it, but it takes a whole lot more work. So these would be, I would say, if you're on my website and you purchase acrylic rods because you don't really like the feel of the fiberglass rods. So as far as flexibility, I would say that these would be lateral to the amount of flex that you would get without acrylic rods. So but without the breakage, because acrylic rods, depending on how, just like wood rods, depending on how hard you are on flags, if you was to hit something, like, of course, eventually they can break. You can break wood, you can break acrylic rods, but if you wanted something that you don't have to worry about one day that you could possibly break, this would be something that you can get instead on your flags. But like I said, but it would have to be by request, because these are really only going to put these on our triple layer flags. Unless it's someone who normally buys our acrylic and was like, hey, I want to do fiberglass, but I don't want the thin rod. So this would be much thicker. So again, see, a lot more resistance, but as you can see, you'll still get that flex when you're worshiping, which is what I love about it. So I think these would be perfect for our triple layer flags, where I don't think that I don't think that it would hindrance in any of the movement. I don't think that it would change the effect of the flexibility of the flag. So I think these would be good. So as you can see, they are much thicker. It's really hard to tell, but these also, so all of them that I purchased, of course I purchased the end cap to put on them, because you want to make sure that over time, that your fabric is protected. Okay, so here we go. So we have, put my last one on. We have our 3 different sizes. Currently, we stock the 0.98 on our website, and we stock the 0.125, which is the main sizes that we use. So if you're interested in giving these a try, you can go over there and head over and grab those. We sell them individually, because we realize sometimes if we sell them in a set, some people only use one flag, so they may not want to purchase, a whole set. So we sell them individually. So if you need a set, you would just have to purchase 2. So here you go. So this is the 0.98. This is the middle one, is the 0.125, and the last one is 0.156. So it's probably hard to show in the video, but there's definitely a difference in the size of the 3. So let me just check my notes. I think that was all that I wanted to share to see. So yeah, so if you wanted to try out fiberglass rods, we suggest that you head over to worshipwithflags.com. You can grab you 1, you can grab you 2. They're listed by size. So like again, the 0.98 is the smallest, and then the 0.125 is the thicker one that we sell, which is what we use on all of our large and extra large flags. All right, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We pray that this video is helpful. Hopefully it answers some of the questions that you may have in regards to fiberglass rods. I know some people just don't like them, which is fine. You still can purchase wood dowels on our website in your flags, and you also can still select the acrylic rods for the flags. We don't sell them because they're much harder to ship out, but because of the breakage, but you can order them in your actual flag. But yes, until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you find these videos helpful, please leave a comment in the description. We plan to do many more. Maybe we'll do a video about the acrylic rods and the best use for those. But thank you so much. Please share this channel with anybody that it could be a blessing to. And until next time, God bless. Bye-bye.